Today we got some cozy winter cooking with this. Hello everyone, welcome to my home 2026 edition, hell yeah. A couple weeks ago, I was in the mood for a steak and ale pie. I don't know where this craving came from, but it was kind of out of the blue and I needed to act. So I looked up how to make one and then I did so. It's a pretty self-explanatory dish, and for the ale, I opted for a Guinness. The recipe called for half a can of ale. I poured in the whole damn thing. Gotta say, it was a wise decision, and the pie knocked my socks off. I haven't stopped thinking about it since. Fast forward a couple days ago, and someone out of the blue messages me, Laura. She says, "For Christmas, I got the official Guinness cookbook from the Guinness Brewery. Just wanted to share that with you. Cooking with Guinness beer." And I thought that was a sign from the beer gods, steak and ale pie, that message. So I immediately ordered the book. Cooking and Baking from Ireland's Famous Brewery by Hennessy. And every recipe in this book is utilizing Guinness in some way, shape, or form. But I didn't really make it past the cover because it's just like a cold black day outside. That's all I'm after right there. All right, so it's a traditional beef and Guinness stew. The French use Burgundy wine to make Beef Bourguignon. Made it before. In Hungary, paprika is introduced to the pot for goulash. Haven't made it before. Belgium has Carbonade à la Flamande, made with Belgian ale. I've made that before. And Ireland has beef and Guinness stew, a hearty and wholesome dish that will keep you warm and comfortable. See, that's all I'm after right now. Now the photo on the cookbook also has the bread to go along with it, and well, me want that too. It is the Dublin Guinness Storehouse Soda Bread for dunking. It's just so important these days, right? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna make, and I'm gonna do it right now. Let's get to work. 2 onions sliced. 3 carrots into 2-inch chunks, however you see fit. Well, I see fit like that. 2 celery stalks finely chopped. Where's the beef? So you need some sort of stewing steak. So I'm going with some chuck today, and I gotta slice this into 1-inch pieces. With a cut of chuck like this, you can see all that fat, but I'm not as scared of the fat. It's fat is flavor, and I like that. Dutch oven. Heat, medium high. So this is the plan, Stan. It says if you have 2 tablespoons of beef drippings, but I don't have that handy. Well, I kind of have this is my plan. Also says 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm gonna add in a tablespoon of olive oil. Add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. But also first in will go the fattiest pieces of chuck. That way that fat renders out, and then I have my beef drippings. But I don't overcrowd the pan, so we're gonna be doing this in batches. So I'm gonna be lightly browning the beef on all sides here, and it's gonna get a little smoky. Must act fast before smoke alarm. Fan goes on. The other batch goes in. It's a little smoky in here. In go the vegetables. 5 minutes or so until they start to soften. There's enough beef drippings in there, right? Yeah. But if you need a little more oil, add a little more oil. After around like 5 minutes, the vegetables have started to soften. I have to add in 2 tablespoons of flour. Just mix that all in. I gotta cook it. After like a couple minutes cooking that through, it's an important step. Just gonna thicken it up. Now it's time for the fun. In goes a full can of Guinness. As well as a cup of beef stock, teaspoon or so of Dijon. So your choice of red currant jelly or apple jelly, but around these parts, couldn't find it. So this is black currant jelly. Working with what I got. Because looking it up, flavor-wise, we're in like the same ballpark as the red currant jelly, not the apple jelly. I couldn't find it. I need 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. This was in the freezer. I figure if I just... All right, so well, that's one. There we go. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, frozen. No water or anything like that. No, it's just beer and stock. Okay. Now I gotta bring that up to a boil and making sure to scrape the sides and the bottom of the pan. All that good taste and fun is in the stew. That is up to a very aggressive boil. I'm gonna turn that down now. Add the beef. Add in a couple sprigs of thyme. And then you need 2 bay leaves, or in my case, 4 of the extra large variety. And in they go. With the bay leaves and the beer. Make sure you have somewhere to stay tonight. I do. I'm not going anywhere. Not driving. Time to season, salt, freshly cracked black pepper. Cover that up and turn the heat to low, simmering very gently for 2 hours. Okay, so while we wait and standing here being useful, we're gonna make the Dublin Guinness Storehouse Soda Bread. You can find this at the Guinness Storehouse, and you can find it soon to be at the Anti-Chef Kitchen. Large bowl. Thank you so much. So what I'm gonna do here is make, well, it's a recipe for 2 loaves. So you make one now, you make one for another stew, perhaps. 5½ cups, 605 grams of whole wheat flour. You know how it's done from one bowl to another? So 1½ cups, 180 grams of all-purpose flour. 2/3 cups, 60 grams of old-fashioned rolled oats. 1/4 cup of sugar, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of baking soda. Give that a mix. Fantastic. Can I have another bowl? No. You know what? I want the, never mind. This bowl. So in the other bowl, 3 sticks of melted butter. 480 milliliters of buttermilk. Coming in hot with the Guinness, coming in cold with the Guinness. This is a different Guinness than the one I used in the stew, which was the Draught Stout. This is the Extra Stout. Neither of them is what I'm supposed to be using in this soda bread, which is the foreign Extra Stout. Couldn't find it anywhere, so I had to settle for this one here. It's just like, okay, well, a stout is gonna be a stout today. Different aroma, different flavor, different palate, different appearance, different alcohol content. It's all gonna be the same in here though. Although I couldn't find the exact stout that I needed for this recipe, I'm happy with my choice here today. The Extra Stout actually turns up in many other recipes in the cookbook. It's just not this one. But the foreign Extra Stout, well, I'm gonna have to go to Dublin for that. Honestly though, I'm game. So I need only a cup worth of this. Terrible pour. Atrocious even. Wanted to at least have a different beer for the soda bread than I was using for the stew. So, sorry, just ignore this pour. I know it's pour. 1 cup of the Extra Stout, about 1/4 cup for moi. That's nice. Whereas the one I added into the stew is much creamier, that is much more frothy. So what we gotta do is slowly add the dry mix into the liquids, but this bowl is too small, so I'm gonna do a switcheroo here. I'm gonna do it slowly and maybe make like a bit of a well there. Yeah. There you go. Slowly. Combine a little. Keep it going. That's not that slow, but okay. Ah! Sorry. Stir it well and combine into a dough. So there's a 5x9 loaf pan. I gave it a spray with some grease and then lined it with parchment paper. Half of the mix into the pan. And sprinkle with some rolled oats on top. Bake this for an hour in total, 15 minutes at 425°F, and then I turn it down to 350 for 45. Halfway through rotating the pan. Nice. After 2 hours, let's take a look at this stew. Ooh la la. 8 ounces, 225 grams of baby potatoes. Cookbook's keeping them whole. I have them. Another hour. 3 hours later, that stew is cooked. It looks great. And the way to check if it is officially done is first of all the tender test with the beef. Does it fall apart? That's tender. Same with those potatoes. Are the potatoes done too? They're done. Bay leaves out of there. How many bay leaves did I add? 1, 2, 3. I think I did 4, right? So I got the stew here. I got my beautiful soda bread over there. Clean up the mess, and the finishing touch is a little chopped parsley. Order up. Be right back, gotta feed the missus.
Oh my God, hon.
She's head over heels in love with the stew. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, there's like a rain, snow falling from the sky right now. It's miserable outside. And then I have this in front of me, and it makes everything okay. So I just food combed myself about an hour and a half later. I'm back. I'm alive. And that was rich. Beer is not obvious at all. If you blindfolded me, I would never know that there was an entire can of Guinness in that, because I'm not eating it and tasting a Guinness in any way. But what I think it did is add a lot underneath everything and like just made it much more, yes, rich, savory, dark, way more so than if it was just a beef stew with like beef stock. It like pushes those boundaries. You could circle all the way back to that steak and ale pie that I was talking about at the beginning of this video. You could use a stew as the filling for that pie. I think that should work. Minus the potatoes maybe. And add some peas. Lastly, the soda bread, which is basically like it's like a biscuit or like cornbread. It was nice. It was like perfect for what I wanted it to do, to dunk. And it was like kind of malty, but more so like sour, because it's like the buttermilk was in there too. It was sweet, it was buttery. It was nice, and must go now. This was Spine and Dine, first episode of the year. Bon appetit. Au revoir.